Now to this one, serving up more regulations for street vendors. No canopies, no generators, and no more vending in parks.
Your reporter covering San Joaquin County, Esteban Reynoso, is live for us. So they're just trying to make a living, Esteban. Why the crackdown?
Well, the city staff saying that their parks and green spaces are rare and finite, and they want to keep them that way. So city staff saying in the agenda that the city parks were not made for this kind of vending, so they want to change it. This is the scene on any given weekend at Angel Cruz Park in North Stockton. Street food vendors and trucks line the area, and for a lot of them, this is how they make ends meet.
They're preserving their culture, let's just say that, and they're sharing it, and this is their livelihood. Jalen,
Rhea, and Alyssa are advocates for street vendors, but see the new regulations the city of Stockton is trying to bring forward as tough on vendors.
So some of the concerns that we wanted to address was just transparency, being inclusive for who you're imposing these regulations on.
The city of Stockton wanting to align with state law, but also watch over the parks, public spaces, and sidewalks where street vendors typically are. On Tuesday night, the city council debating on banning canopies for street vending and removing vendors completely from public parks, citing environmental concerns.
It's literally a green space. It should be a park for everyone, not just people who live around it.
They want to frame this as safety, as public health, as XYZ, but like safety and public health for who?
They also want to add public property use fees when licenses are issued. Jalen says these regulations are going to make it harder for vendors to sell, but also bring up more issues like language barriers and run-ins with enforcement.
They came to this country because they were forced to, and they want to provide for their families.
Community members and the police, it's going to give them more power to intimidate these folks.
Rhea is hoping the council can reconsider the regulations, but also see the positive impact the street vendors of Stockton bring to the city's bottom line.
We create policies that are actually going to do what they're intended to do, which is fold in these vendors into our economy, celebrate them, uplift them, and make it easier for them to thrive because they deserve it.
Now, as of now, the city council hasn't brought up the item yet, but they say that they will later tonight. Now, you do need a license to sell on the streets of California to be a street vendor. And if you violate any of these, if you make any of these violations, you may have to pay about $100 for your first violation, and then it can go all the way up to $1,000. A lot of money.
Yeah, at a time when it's tough to get money these days for a lot of them. Thank you.